got a special treat for you guys. Okay, let me wait for my YouTube to start. So this is Ray Chen again. Today I got a special treat for you guys. Today's topic is secret roadmap to 1 million GCI. GCI stands for gross commission income. So there's a total of 15 points, 15 steps to get you to the $1 million milestone. The first one, you have to figure out your why, right? How do you know your why? So the why comes from what and who, right? So what what do you want to achieve? What do you want to, for example, do you want to have a big house? Do you want to have a financial freedom? So what is important for you, right? What's your vision? And the second important thing is who you are doing it for. Uh, sorry, let me get some water. So who a lot of times we want to make a good life for our family, right? For our loved one. So what's your why? Who you working for, right? For your kids, for your parents, for your spouse, for your significant other, right? So that's the first thing. So first important thing, you have to know your why, right? When you have a strong why, then you can achieve anything. And the next thing is you gotta have a vision. The vision is also connected to the why, right? And also you gotta believe it, right? If you don't believe you can do it, then who's gonna believe you, right? And especially in the beginning, nobody's gonna believe you. So to believe is to trust that something that's in the future that has not happened yet will happen for sure. So that's what you need to be able to do. And then after that, you need to commit, right? You need to commit to your goal, commit to your vision, commit to your why, and focus and implement, right? That's the first major components. And the second one is habits. You have to build a good habits. Uh, Studies show that it takes minimum of 40 days to build a habit. So the first 40 days is probably the hardest, right? You want to build in that routine. You want to get into that habit, the $1 million habit, right? So first thing, you want to have a perfect calendar, a morning, a perfect morning, right? A perfect morning is very important. You want to start your day right, right? You want to wake up early, sleep early, and you want to exercise in the morning, do your affirmation. If you are spiritual, you want to do your meditation, and make sure you get in some exercise, squeeze in some exercise. What I do is I usually do a walk in the morning around my block for about 30 minutes, and after finish all this, come back, have enough nutrient, right? Drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fruits, have a healthy big breakfast. um, so this habit is very important, right? You want to have this morning routine. That way you start your day right. So try to work on your business um, before everybody wake up. For example, get up at 6 and work till um, let me just work on your business. So get up at 6 and work till 10 a.m. Do the morning routine for 1 hour and work from 7 to 10. Don't check your email. Don't call nobody. Just work on your business. That's the best time to work on your business, because once 10 a.m. starts, once everybody wake up, then it's gonna be chaos, right? Then you're just gonna be stuck in the business. Um, the next thing is important is to have a perfect calendar, right? A perfect day. Um, what I mean by perfect day is that if you don't watch your day, if you don't watch your routine, it's very important it's very easy to get lost in a day, right? You could waste your time on this task, that task. You can waste your time on all this stuff if you don't watch out, if you don't have the perfect calendar. What I mean by that is that, for example, for me, right, 6 to 7, perfect morning routine, right? 7 to 10, work on my business. 10 to 12, in the office. From any time from after 1, book appointments, go to appointments, right? Listing appointment, buyer appointments. So that's why you want to have the perfect calendar. And the next thing I want to talk about is make sure you have a healthy body, a strong body. You want to be in your best condition, right? Optimum condition. Basically, you want to tackle each day like you're a fighter, right? You want to be in optimum condition, because every day that's passed is a one day less. You're not gonna get that day back, right? So you want to make the best use of the day, and that's why you want to be in the optimum condition. How can you make sure that you're in the optimum condition? Sleep early, wake up early, rest well, and exercise, and uh, drink a lot of water, have a good nutrient. Always make sure you are in optimum condition, right? That's very important. The next thing is efficiency, right? You want to make sure that you are efficient. You To be efficient, you cannot multitask. But people by nature cannot multitask. A lot of people talk about multitasking. That's just a myth. You have to focus on one thing at a time, right? For example, if I work for 1 hour, I focus 45 minutes to work and the rest for 15 minutes, right? And the same thing for the whole week, work for 6 days, rest for one day, right? And for the whole year, depending on how much vacation you want to take, for maybe work for 11 months, take 1 month vacation. Or if you want work for 10 months, take 2 months vacation. So you want to make sure you're always in the best condition so that you're well rested, so that when you go back to work, you are the most effective, most productive, right? And also you want to take in the 80-20 rule seriously, right? Like I was talking about, you want to make sure you want to focus on the 20% matter that's producing the 80% result, right? They say revenue will take care of everything, all the problem, right? As long as you have money coming in, you can take care of it. Anything that can be resolved by money is not a problem, right? Any problem can be resolved by money is not a problem. So what do? Get the home sold, right? Make the sales, book the appointment, go to the appointment, sign the appointment, get the home sold, right? If you just focus on that, everything else is gonna take care of itself, right? So focus one thing at a time. And there's a one rule. So the one rule is for every segment, you start with one thing first. From, let's say, because the sales cycle is like what? Marketing, lead conversion, appointment booking, no, attending appointment, closing contract, right? So for every one of this, you want to make sure that you know it very well, and you want to make sure that you at least focus and do at least one thing well on each stage, right? The number 5 thing is goal. It's important to have a SMART goal, right? What does a SMART goal mean? It has to be specific, right? It has to be measurable. It has to have a time, right? Has to have a time frame. So you want to break it down, right? Break down the goal. For example, if I want to sell 100 homes a year, let's say if I work 10 months a year, that means I need to sell 10 homes a month. That means every 3 days I need to sell a home. So you need to break it down, and then you need to break it down how many appointments you need to make, how many appointments you need to book, how many calls you need to make to reach this goal, right? And there's a couple of things that that I found very effective. So I have already made millions of dollars selling real estate, right? So now I'm challenging myself to make $1 million on the funnel. So I set my goal. So I said because I just recently got married. So I got married on May 20th. So I told my wife, I said, my goal is to reach $1 million, make a $1 million funnel by the next year, May 20th. And so basically I make that promise to my wife. And I say, I'll give that $1 million to you. So I make that promise to another person, to my wife, right? And then I say, if I don't, I will not cut my hair unless I reach this goal, right? So this is very effective, because every day I look at my hair. So right now it's still okay. So I just made that promise. So my hair still look okay. So that means from now on I cannot cut my hair until I reach my make my $1 million funnel. So that gives me motivation and reminds me every day to hurry up, right? So I think you'll find this very effective if you make good use of this technique. Um, so that's the for the goal. The next one, number 6, association. This is very important. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, right? So if you want to, for example, if you used to be making $10,000 or $50,000 a year, and if you want to set a goal to make $1,000,000 a year, then obviously you cannot hang out with the same crowd. You cannot do the same job, or you cannot do the same job same way, right? If you want to have a different outcome, you gotta either get a different job or do the same job differently, or hang out with different people, right? They say, your income is the, if you want to know how much you're going to be making, just look at the 5 closest people that you hang out every day. The average of their income will be your income, right? So it's very true. But to make sure this work, to make sure the association worked for you, you need first to disassociate, right? It could be cruel sometimes. You may need to disassociate from your family members, your friends, your close friends. But sometimes you just have to do it because people do not change. It's hard to change, and when you're trying to make your change, when you're trying to do your thing, and if they are kept saying something otherwise, that's gonna be difficult, right? So you want to first disassociate, either disassociate or talk it out with your relatives, your significant other, or your friends, and make sure they support you. That's the best thing. If they can support you on your goal, your journey, that's the best. If they cannot, then you have to disassociate, and get into a new environment, right? Find a mentor, find a coach. Is very important because basically, let's say you are at point A and you want to get to point B, right? A mentor is like a GPS, right? The GPS knows how to get there, and they have already been there before. So all you gotta do is just follow, right? And if you have a GPS and if you don't follow it, then you're gonna go extra. It's gonna take you longer to get there, right? If you notice, if you're driving, right, if you don't follow the GPS, sometimes even you go there every day, but you still end up, making the extra trip. So you want to get a mentor, get a coach, and follow the mentor. You got to trust in them, right? You got to trust in your mentor, trust in your coach, and follow everything they say. It's just like this secret roadmap, right, to $1,000,000 GCI. I mean, you may have watched this video. You may watch this video and still do your going back to your old ways. If you do that, you will not achieve it. You will not make your $1,000,000. If you want to make it your $1,000,000, not only you have to watch this video, you have to trust in this video, what I say in this video, and you have to copy what I say in this video. If you do this, then you'll make it, right? So that's about association. And of course, you have to, show up every day. It's very important. Basically the one part of association, you have to get a new set of skills, complete new set of skills, right? In real estate, it's you got to show up for coaching, you got to practice the script, there's a whole bunch of script, and you got to change your mindset. Seller script, buyer script, open house script, appointment booking script, appointment confirmation script, presentation script, right? You have to know all those scripts. You have to master it. Just know it is not enough. You have to master the script, right? Number 7, basically every business is pretty much the same, right? I mean, if you follow, I mean, this course is designed for realtors that wants to become a millionaire real estate agent, but it's pretty much applies to many other business as well. So it doesn't matter what you sell or what business you're in. It's all the same, right? Same philosophy. So number 7, online marketing. You want to make sure you're everywhere, in more places, and more often. So nowadays video is very important. So you wanna make sure just focus on 1 or 2 platform and they do really well on that, right? Focus, right? Same thing. So you want to delegate too. You want to delegate to have a social marketing assistant to help you make sure uh, it's done day in and day out, because it is a lot of work, right? You gotta delegate, repurpose, right? And so, for example, you make one video. So video is very important, right? Video is very important. So it's like just like what I'm doing now, right? It's the most direct way to reach the audience, right? To reach your clients, to reach your people, your potential, your future clients, right? Uh, Let me see. Somebody. Okay. So you want to repurpose your video, right? You repurpose your marketing. Like this one ad, you want to put it offline, downline, video, blog, Facebook, Instagram. You want to repurpose to everywhere. If you find it effective, right? You want to test for the ads, right? You want to test for the ads that's most effective, then keep using it. So online ads, we have online marketing. We have Google Ads, Google Business Page. Make sure you want to make sure you have multiple lead source, right? Your own website, hotline, lead generation site, branded Facebook page, less branded Facebook page, paid ads on less branded Facebook page, Instagram. Yeah, so that's online. For offline marketing, you gotta have a good business card, right? The business card gotta have a unique selling proposal, and also for offline marketing, a market to existing business, your sphere, your monthly newsletter. That's an offline monthly newsletter. Direct marketing, direct mailing to seller prospects, and referral marketing system, and the weekend tour of home. So that's offline marketing. Number 9, you have to master your script. You have to. This is always so important. So because you spend a lot of money advertising, right? And the people started calling in. They started to getting a whole bunch of phone calls. Do you know what to say? Do you know how to convert them, right? Do you know? You have to have the script, right? You have to know what to do. You have to know what kind of offer to make. You have to know what offer to make, and how to do the presentation, how to handle objections. You have to master the script, right? That's very important. Number 10, you have to have a unique proposal. You have to guarantee the service. It has to be different and exclusive. It cannot be like everybody else, right? If it's like everybody else, then you are replaceable. You want to make sure that you are not replaceable, right? Let me just take this down. No. So number 11, make sure only work with signed clients, because one of the most important thing in a real estate, it's knowing how to pick the right clients. You make sure you want to work with clients that are able and ready. If they're able, they're not ready, then you want to put them on a follow-up plan. If they're ready and not able, you also want to put them on a follow-up plan, right? Because, for example, let's say if they're ready and not able, they want to buy a home really bad, right? But they don't have the down payment. They gotta save for a year. Then you're not gonna show them home for this year, right? You're gonna follow up with them, put them on this follow-up plan for a year, and the next year, then you get back to them, right? Then when they're ready, when they have the down payment, then you go show them home, right? So that's very important. You want to rank the client. You want to categorize the client, right? Make sure only when you work with them, make sure they're ready and able, and you want to make sure they sign a contract with you. To sign a contract, it doesn't mean that if they breach the contract, you're gonna sue them. It just makes sure that, so here's what you're gonna tell the client, right? Hey, so would you okay this paperwork? I just want to make sure that we can be loyal to each other. That way I'll do my best to serve you, right? Something like that. And of course, if you only focus on getting the client sign a contract, that will not work, because you're just doing it for your own sake, right? You have to. The rationale has to be. You signed my contract, then I know you'll be loyal to me. Then I'll be. Once I know you're loyal to me, then I'll give out my 100% to help you to achieve your heart desire, right? So I care about you. I care about the client. I care about you, and I want to help you to fulfill your heart desire. But before I do that, I want to make sure that you're committed to me, that you're loyal to me. That way, I'll do my, I'll give it all, right? But of course, you have to care first. If you don't care, they're not gonna sign contract. They're not gonna be loyal to you. But if they feel like the client feel like you care about them, then they will, do the same to you. So that's why it's important that you have to know the client's why, their ultimate heart desire, right? It's very important. If you know this, if you figure this out, then everything else is just easy, right? Becomes so easy. Number 12, you want to make sure you can collect higher fees because your service is different and exclusive. Different and exclusive. Collect higher fee. Number 13, you want to have a complete follow-up system in place. And here, look, we're not. If you just only after the money, then it's gonna be very boring, right? It's gonna be just no meaning to your work. So what you need to go after is not the money, right? Let's say if what you get paid is not the money, but the positive review, the 5 stars, if you get paid by that, just think about how powerful that's gonna be, right? So instead of working for money, now you're working for the repeat customer, the reviews, positive reviews, and the referrals, right? Because only if they're satisfied with your service, then they will become a repeat customer, and then they will refer their friends or family to you, and then they'll give you a good review, right? But for you to achieve this goal, this is basically, you have to achieve second mile service, right? You have to achieve second mile service. But how do you achieve second mile service? To achieve second mile service, you have to first achieve first mile service, right? How do you achieve first mile service? You have to know, you have to figure out the client's why. You have to know exactly what the client is looking for. For example, if the client say, you have to, call me every single day and help me get this home sold, then I would consider that you have done the job. Then if that's what the client wants, then you fulfill that demand, right? Once you fulfill that demand, then you have satisfied the first mile service, right? And on top of that, not only you contact the client every day, you get the home sold, but you get the home sold in 1 week, 2 weeks less than expected, and also, for example, $10,000 more than expected. Then you have achieved the second mile service, right? If you have done that, on top of satisfying the client's needs, the first mile service, you have done extra, something that's not expected by the client, then you have really achieved the second mile service. That's when the client is gonna refer client to you, repeat business, give repeat business to you, and give you 5-star review, right? That's how you build a raving fan base, right? Okay, this is number 13. Number 14, it's very important to recruit, hire, and train. Recruit, hire, and train Superman before they know they are Superman, right? Recruit, hire, and train. And then number 15, track your business. You have to track your business. If you don't track your business, that means you have no business, right? Look at the P&L every month. Review the P&L every month, every single month. Review it, right? Get a bookkeeper to do your bookkeeping, and this is accounting, right? You got to track your accounting, track your agent performance, how many appointments they get, how many book appointments they sign, how many home they sell, right? And track your lead performance, where the lead came from, how much is each lead, which lead source is the most effective, So yeah, so that's about it. So this is the 15 point for the secret millionaire roadmap. If you follow this system, you will be sure to make $1 million in gross commission income. So again, this is Chen. I'll talk to you guys next time.